he will be given an option to go either to one path or to the other side. Both paths lead to the same area. So the first path is through. One must tread carefully, as if stepping on a landmine it will explode and deduct from your health. If the user has a low health amount, he can go on the health increase pad and it will increase his health to the original amount. Then the second part, for reference, he will be faced with the challenge of going to the other side. However, there is lava in the middle, so he must use the moving tiles to go there. He must click on the button on the wall, and this will activate the tiles which move from side to side. Of course, the user has to be careful not to drop into the lava and make sure to make it to the other side safely. Now, the user is faced with the challenge of going to the other side. However, through these pushes he can't. So the user must climb up the ladder and cross these wooden bridges. As you can see, as he goes, he can collect gold balls, which will result in the leaderboard on the right. As soon as they try to go into the next cave, he will be met with a number of zombies which are following him, exactly 3. So the user must figure out a way how to go out, and it can be done so if he follows and goes through this hidden door. Then the user must quickly escape. The user must make sure not to get hit by the boulder, run quickly, and he is to climb up the ladder as he needs to cross to the other side to finish the game. However, the user must try not to fall, as if he falls, he will be met with tigers which can eat him. However, the user must stay on course, and if so, he might go there. However, if the user falls, he can quickly go to this ball, which will give him a jump boost, which will then help him get over the wall. The first script, the damage script, which is written in the landmines, it starts by using the script parent model, the parent-child model, sorry, and after it will use the local function, the trigger mine, which I created, and it will explode and remove into the radius of 10 and will remove damage from the user. Then the health increase button will add the health, and and will increase the health as to the original, so again to 100. So here local original health will make sure that the user returns back to 100% health. Then here I added a cooldown, a visual cooldown. This will make the pad transparent so the user knows that he cannot use it, and there is a 5-second cooldown, and this will return his health to 100. Then the code used to make the button functional to make these steps move, and the way these steps move is, first I had to see which tile has to move where in phase 1. So the tiles that are not moving, I had to coordinate that the first tile has to move, is on the left, then the second one is on the right, then there's another left, and then there's another right. there's a task, there's a wait button, but there's a wait time which lets the user which lets the player jump. Then in phase 2, so the movement, they have to move. The first one from left has to become right, and from right it has to go to the left side. So in phase 1 they are stuck from left. Their starting position is on the left, on the right, on the left, on the right, and then in phase 2 their starting position is first on the right, first on the left, then on the right, then on the left again. And then there's another wait for the next cycle to continue. On the mouse click interaction, the button will will prevent the user from making a lot of requests, and it will prevent from breaking the script. For the coin or the gold artifact, we use the particle emitter to make it attractive and to make it very visible to the person. The person will collect it. After collecting it, it will update the leader set and will make it into the leader stat, which is on the server script service, which is here. This is the leader stat, and the coin will be updated in this area. Then there is the boost, which increases the player's speed when going through the cave. The speed, originally the default speed is 16, and the boost increases it to 32, so it doubles the speed. Um, it has a it is its duration is for 5 seconds, and then the humanoid, so the player will go back to original speed. And there's a cooldown as well for the pressure plate, so that he cannot gain a lot of speed at once, and that is for 3 seconds. The Then there's the trigger for the boulder. So this will load the will load the boulder. As soon as the player steps on the boulder, the trigger will be removed, the stopper will be removed, and the boulder will come crashing down. So on the boulder also has the option to kill the humanoids and the player. This script is used for the ball to increase the player's jumping capability if he does not make the end. So we see we see that the player's jump power is set to 100, the duration is 7 seconds, and then it will respawn, the ball will respawn. So it will print jump increase in the output area as for to notify the user that the developer that it is working, and it will make the ball transparent after using.